Hello everyone, welcome to FA channel. You're in a space where we celebrate, explore and learn everything about art, technology and creativity. As a digital creator and the host of this channel, I never wanted to forget about history of traditional art form, and that's something not just need to celebrate, also needs to honor and admire. So whenever I explore in the virtual world, I try to find this connection between the traditional art form and the digital art world. Yesterday, I discovered this artist who create a couple worlds on the VRchat I've been obsessed with. And I think this is like a great way to merge the traditional form with the digital world about abstract artwork. So as you know, abstract art form is really about how artists creating their masterpiece with shape, color, forms. And in the virtual world, especially when you create a space, as I mentioned so many times, is full of possibilities, is unlimited resources, so you don't really have to think about how big the space is because you can make it as big as possible by playing with the shape and form, the color, the scale of the world. It can really make you feel immersive. It will represent essence of abstract world. And in this video, I want to bring you to this world I discovered, and let's talk about abstract work in virtual reality. So here I am. You can see, this space is just full of simple lines, and it gives you the sense of infinity. At the beginning, when you enter this world, for me, this is probably the center of the space, and you see some abstract shapes floating from the bottom, going up, give you this sense of lightness in the infinity space. And I just got curious. I really want to see if there's like an edge of this world and how big this place is. When you enter a white infinite space, your mind just in some kind of meditative state. I was like keep going, trying to explore more of this world, and I realized underneath the space there's some shadow-like creatures. There's like a chicken, a crocodile. Oh my god. I was screaming at the moment because when you're in a space, you didn't really, you at the beginning you feel extremely small, but you don't really know the real sense of how big your size is. Then you look at all these shadows of creatures that's supposed to be smaller than you in real life appear and slowly walking beneath you or above you. You just completely lost your mind, and you have this is completely abstraction in your mind. So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, because if this shadow and this abstract creature is a piece of artwork, and if this infinity is a canvas, this is almost may remind me some traditional ink kind of Japanese artwork or Asian artwork. And you make yourself feel like you're part of this infinity, which is really unique perspective, and I enjoy it a lot. So I just keep going and try to find the edge of the world. Eventually I did hit the edge of the world. In my mind, I just really appreciate this idea of using shape and scale to represent abstraction of the art space, because virtual space is supposed to be make you feel that you can experience in real life. It's part of like in your imagination, right? It's part of like bring you into dream-like world. And so we discovered another world from the same creator. It's also very simple. It's a storytelling space that you can read the words falling, and it's falling, and then someone's reading the book. So the book is Little Prince. I'm sure a lot of you already know the story, but the whole atmosphere and the vibe of this world make you just want to lay down or immerse yourself in this space, not talking or not saying anything, just admire the Little Prince world with a rose in the center of the room and the water around. I really like how the artist using the traditional Japanese word to let it fall and give the space another layer. I feel like it also gives the digital creation another meaning. It's very inspiring for us because we wanted to create a very cool calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy art show in a virtual reality world. And this is very inspiring to see because we sometimes constantly thinking how to make it more fancy. I feel like this is something shock me or inspire me more because there's so much in our mind all the time when in terms of creating. And then in the traditional Asian art form, it's always about less is more. I like the philosophy and the concept of this artist's work. I really admire, and then I just think you guys should come take a look if you're interested. It got me think how the virtual reality world can in the future represent more traditional artist painting. And it reminded me the first virtual reality 360 video. I was obsessed with my cardboard VR headset, which is the Dream of Delhi 360. I don't know if you ever watched that video. It's a very trippy, dream-like, almost a little bit creepy, but you can't forget about it. The atmosphere is so surreal, exactly like what Dali want to represent from his artwork, surrealist, and then the abstraction. And you feel like the music and then the way you enter the space. It's really crazy. For a lot of people who are looking for new experience, I do think virtual reality can be a great way to represent all this artist's work. In terms of immersive show, say Van Gogh immersive show has been showing all around the world lately. People can drive through, watch the scale of his painting on the projection mapping. You can learn about the artist's history, all his work flowing and playing in front of you. All this kind of show can make in real life. Also, I think it will be much easier to make in the virtual world. I think you can absolutely feel the same atmosphere and vibe, and then the inspiration from both format. I really hope in the future, even as independent artists or some artists practice traditional form of their artwork, can find a way to recreate the world in a virtual way, so it will reach out to more audience. I still think there's no conflict between the virtual and the real world, and it needs to be connected. More art will be appreciated and experienced in the world. Yeah, please go take a look. If you have discovered space like this in the virtual reality world, please comment on the YouTube channel or join our Discord group. I love to go visit and I like to talk about this with you guys. And that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoy it, and please subscribe our channel for future videos coming up. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.